secured the oil, and therefore a small number of U.S. troops will remain in the area where they have the oil. And we're going to be protecting it, and we'll be deciding what we're going to do with it in the future. In any event, by the moves that we've made, we're achieving a much more peaceful and stable area between Turkey and Syria, including a 20-mile wide safe zone. An interesting term, safe zone. That's the term we're using. Hopefully,
Shalom, Kahala, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Waharakakadash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the Akim that's pushing his word in truth and sincerity. This is Amathia from the GMS Dallas camp. I wanted to go into a quick lesson. And the lesson is going to where where they say peace and safety, cometh upon, like I say, peace and safety, then sudden destruction will come about. And we're in those times, okay? And we know that Esau is a forger of lies, all right? The son of perdition, the son of destruction when you go into 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3, all right? And we just saw on the video Eagle Face Trump where he was saying that, they've basically took over oil over in Syria, and they're calling it the safe zone. That's another thing going into his forger of lies. Okay? How can you go over to someone else's home and confiscate what they have in their home and say you're doing it for safety reasons? Okay? No, that's a thief. That's a vagabond. All right? And that is Esau. All right, so I want to get into the scriptures here, Lord willing. This will be edifying. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5. I'm going to start at verse 2, because verse 2 is going to let you know what's going to come upon the world when they're actually not looking or not looking. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai will come as a thief in the night, as we've been reading the scriptures. As it reads, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, as Trump just said, all right, then sudden destruction cometh upon them that travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. All right. So that's what's gonna happen, and that's what we're seeing now. Okay, they're going around screaming peace and safety, and just best believe destruction is gonna draw nigh. You cannot go and to someone's house and steal and say it's for a good, it's for a good cause. All right? And that has been the forte of America throughout, okay? That's been a forte of America throughout, and I'm going to get that's why you have to come back into the folds of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Because if you don't have the covering cast over you, the destruction is going to catch you like a thief in the night. That's why you have to pray, fast, basically do the best of the law, statutes, commandments, abide by them to the best of your ability. Because what are preachers? Preachers do what? They prophesy. Now, what are we prophesying about? Prophesying about the downfall of America, death and destruction that's coming about, letting you know who which is Esau Edom, who is basically keep pushing out this peace and safety, but yet they're blowing up all these different countries left and right. Okay, like they say, you blowing up these countries to hell and back. All right. This is and the day is coming, like the Lord is coming for the thief in the night to punish the evil of the world. Okay, this is Isaiah 13 verse 11. It says, "And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogance of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible." Okay, and what is that so-called white man, Big E, he has a proud spirit upon himself. You know, we see that when we're over on the highways and byways. You know, um, and at the altar, when you have Esau walk through left and right, you can see how they puff. They're puffed up. You know what is only right? This is their kingdom. All right. You see him, Trump. He's an epitome of arrogance and and proudness. Okay, and the Lord is going to come in to cease and bring that down, as he did when he brought up Pharaoh. Okay, he built up Pharaoh to bring him down to show his power. Now, this kingdom we have here in America, no other kingdom have had the riches and has their hand, a stronghold over the world. Never happened like this in history. So the Lord has allowed that. One reason because we kept going off, so he had to put us in we were put in subjection, all right, put in captivity, which we're still in captivity today, okay. And he used Esau, Edom, as a whooping stick to punish the children of Israel, which you so-called black, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right. But when the Lord comes to deliver his elect, which is the elect out of Israel, okay, 144,000, he's going to deliver up out of the destruction, okay? So the elect is going to be looking for that day. All right? So we won't be caught by the thief in the night. Okay? Going back into 1 Thessalonians 5 and 2. Okay? But this day is coming. All right, let me go ahead and get a few more scriptures. Now, when you see what's going on over in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, which is the area that Trump is talking about, all in that region, okay, that like Levant, Fertile Crescent, you know, close to Israel, Syria, and all those areas, you see that they're gathering up. Now, how is this going to be peace and safety over there? Now, the scriptures let you know that it's not going to be peace over there. It's going to be complete destruction. All right, and that's why all of those all the countries is drawing now to the area because the world war is being prepared, and we're closer than ever been. All right, the doomsday clock, it should be very close to 12 o'clock within a minute or two. You know, this generation is the last generation upon this earth. Okay, that's why I call it Generation Z. Esau knows that this is the end times, but you know they're opposer of the right hand side because they're on the left hand side, so they're opposing, and with that opposition, they're trying to basically make their own paradise. Okay, that's why you go into the Georgia Guidestone. All right, in Georgia Guidestone, what are they doing? They said that they're gonna have to knock the world down from 500, from 7 to 8 billion to 500 million. Okay, that's 7.5 billion people or 6.5 billion people that's gonna be destroyed. That is the plan of Esau. Okay, and they've been trying to get to that, but they see that it's not working, so they're gonna have to go into eventually martial law. Okay, with that chip saying, "Hey, we're gonna do," if you basically trying to be the most high. All right. You can read about the mark of the beast in Revelation 13, around the 16th verse. All right, but I want to get this here. It says, Habakkuk 2, verse 6. It says, "Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, Woe to him that increaseth that which is not his." All right, so increases which is not his. That oil wasn't his, but he gonna take it and say, okay, this is for safety, peace and safety. How can you steal and for someone and say it's peace, and it's for someone else's safety? All right, and what it says next on where it says, "Woe to him that increases that which is not his." How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. Okay, he have put debt upon Everyone. You cannot buy. It made it so where you can't buy a house. Okay, you can't buy a car. Hardly. It's so many things that necessities you may need to get around to your job, to live, have your family safe. You have to get into debt just to get into that situation. I mean, just to have something. Okay, which is a necessity in Esau's world and kingdom. But that's the thing. That's that thick clay, that debt. He's constantly putting us in debt. Now, why are you going to steal someone oil and then say, "Oh, you got to get it"? Now, to get it back, what they have to do? They have to get a trade, get American dollars. When they get American dollars, then they can go and buy oil. But see, these countries are trying to cut away from the petrodollar, which they've been doing, and they've been throughout the last few years. They've been working more and more to get off that petrodollar. And what America is doing, they're trying to run pipelines through Syria, which Syria actually stopped, to get to the Europe. And they're trying to work on, and America is trying to basically get back to that stronghold over the oil to keep that petrodollar strong. But the petrodollar is basically is fiat currency now. The people are the only ones that holding up the value of the dollar. Okay, but like you say, what did he do with the Native Americans? All right, he took over the land. He killed off 90% of the so-called natives, which is, what I'm saying, so-called natives. All right, he did that. All right, which so-called Indians and so-called Mexicans, like you say, Taino Indians. All you should be looking at this and seeing how he basically increases that which is not his. He came all the way over here to the Americas to take over, to look for you and to kill you off. This is the son of perdition. All right? Look at 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. That is the son of perdition. Wherever you go, destruction follows. Okay? All right, so let me go to Psalms. I'm going to Psalms 140, around the 11th verse. It says, "Let not an evil speaker be established in the earth. Evil shall hunt the violent man to overthrow him." All right? So the man you just heard, Trump, the president of United States of America, this is your speaker, okay? This is the voice of America. And what it says here, let not an evil speaker be established in the earth, okay? Evil shall hunt the violent man and overthrow him. Now, when the Lord comes as a thief in the night, he's going to come to overthrow the many kings. That's why it says in Revelations, Yahushua, when he comes, he's going to have many crowns on his head, because he's going to become, and he's going to conquer these kings of the earth. Okay? And Trump is the king of the earth. He's the king of America. He's got the most power of anyone in on the earth. Now, let me get that squared away. Now he's basically Trump. Trump is like a puppet. 'Cause who truly runs the world? It's these so-called elites, these so-called bankers. Okay. What's his name? Amschel Rothschild, if I'm not mistaken. What do you say? And I might be butchering this, but it says, "Give me control of the money. I care who not make the laws." Cause whoever had the money can whoever had the money can deter or make decisions, or make this person that have the laws to make decisions based on what they want. Cause they will give them money or what have you to change their minds and to make different decisions. Okay, but this is gonna happen. When this happens, we're gonna see that America is gonna be, like you say, Esau, Edom, just in general. They're gonna have everything that they have put upon this, the wickedness they put upon this earth, is gonna fall into their own heads. Okay, it's gonna fall on their own heads. All right. And that's going to be brought to you by Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? And remember what I said, when he have raised they have basically boasted themselves up into heaven. And the Lord is going to bring them down. Okay? This is going to be the biggest fall ever in history. Okay? The daughter of Babylon, Babylon the Great, which is America. This is going to be the biggest fall ever known in history that's coming about, and it's going to be glorious. Okay? With Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, the angel and his men, they're going to come and render, you know what I'm saying, recompense to this world. Okay? What was old that Esau has brought upon this world, their recompense is going to fall on their own head. Which, let's get that. This is, Revelations, I think it's 6. Revelations, you know what? Let's go, Revelation chapter 4, and we're going to read on through 6. It says, "And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come up out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not her plagues." Okay? Now, when you go into Jeremiah 31 and 31, around the 30th verse, you know what I'm saying, it lets you know that how the elect is going to be beamed up into the chariots. Okay? And you can reference this into Revelation 18 and 4, where when we deliver it up, we're not going to be partakers of the sins and the plagues that they're going to receive. And what's those plagues? Thermonuclear destruction, all right, and the destruction that's going to be brought to you by the chariots. Okay? And it says, verse 5, "For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai had remembered her iniquities." Okay? Keep in mind, a day in the Lord is 1,000 years to us. Okay? One day to the Lord is 1,000 years to the people of the earth. Okay? So it hasn't been that long. Okay? Definitely for the Lord. Verse 6, "Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her according to her works." Okay? "In the cup which she has filled, fill to her double." Okay? All that destruction, blasphemy, all this filth that has brought to you by Esau Edom, they're going to have to take down the dregs of the cup as well. And that's like whatever left off at the bottom of the cup. Okay? Now, keep in mind, the earth was given to the hands of the wicked, going into Job 9 and 24. Okay? And when you go into Maccabees, all right, what do it tell you? Okay? Maccabees 1, where it says, wickedness spread about the earth. It started off with like that wicked seed of Antiochus Epiphanes. All right? But when you looking further into it, it all started, like I said, it started off with that rulership of Esau Edom that reigned over the world. It started with Alexander the Greek, okay? Alexander of Chittim, all right? You can go back to First Maccabees and read that, and it lets you know, all right? So the scriptures reign true, all right? The scriptures reign true. So, with that, Lord willing, I hope this was edifying. I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wahara Chakadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the Akim that pushing his word in truth and sincerity. Shalom.